Так зашумело бы. Чего нагрузка увеличилась вдруг? Хуй, блядь. Нихера себе нагрузка на ЦП, блядь. А ты чё? Откуда такой загруз ЦП 2%? Ты чё, ёпта, нахуй перегрелся, чудовище, блядь? Нагрузка центрального процесса. Это ты, блядь, ты откуда? Да. Понятно, 100% ЦПУ, блядь. А с чего? Алло? Семьдесят 9 градусов ЦПУ? Схерали, блядь. Что происходит? А что происходит-то, блядь? Рейдеры, блядь, что-то это. Что происходит, блядь? Че грузит так систему? Алло. Что за звездец? О! Просрался, блядь. Ты чё, родной? Ведь уже напугал меня, блядь. Вот. Твою мать. Ой, аж это, припотел, короче. Думаю, что происходит-то? Ты вот жадина, стакан дай, жадина. Стакан дай, говорю, жадина. Если загрузка шейдеров в прос ударила, чуть не обосрался. 79 градусов, я аж припотел, блин. Дыхай, короче, бобер, блядь.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Баранку. Хера я колдун.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether. Akira.
Вот Тугеза, блин. Тугезер, блядь. Кстати, бидон ты принесла. Like it.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Akira.
И покемон, блин.
Incendio. I won't rest. Dead. Find him. No! I will rest. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through his safety, Armit.
Эй, гоблин.
You have my word.
Бей врагов, спасай Россию.
We're being watched by a door.
И? Мутный глаз следит за нами.
He won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Incendio. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Куды-били, любили, блядь.
Revelio.
Проваливай.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return. Pressed. Protego.
Losing your stride.
Descendo. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another barrier. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must. Accio. Revelio. Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Что, реактивное, что ли?
Revelio.
Да давай, что с булками. Сделал ревелию. Ставь глаз и один раз. Что будет? Я на воду на ноутбук ёбаный. Ну, пожопное диво дивное. На рабочий ноутбук я. Я тут тормоз.
Revelio.
Провеливай. Увиливай, провиливай. Давай беги, поросенок. Вот он на хря-хря-хря.
Potato. Stop it.
You're so glad off of me.
You won't get away with that. You're such very
Confringo. Capulso. Ascendo.
When you take it, give us a wine. That was unimpressive. Won't get away with that. And utterly pitiful this man. I shall avenge your death.
Such arrogance.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Glacier. Levioso.
That should be the last of them I'll eat.
Има, жду плов, простите, зайчика. О, скорее всего, твоя почта, наверное. Я буду это открывать. Сюда зайди, где не трогай, там текстовый.
Incendio.
Я не помню. Не
This is
помню.
not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Карты нет, и как это?
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Лифт царю.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Смотри, говорит, лифт. Мы не воспользуемся.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
What are you up to now?
Can we please...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I
Good
couldn't
luck.
have done it without you. Now, if you don't...
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the... Without further ado, adieu.
Одним уж двумя словами валять сюда.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plan.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however...
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site.
Ведьма!
She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it.
Интернет, не
She was
лагай.
certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Да. Какой футляр.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard.
Ну, она ведьма, я не понял.
I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned.
Это я, конечно.
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me.
Ты знаешь.
I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Гоблин-дук. Дук-дук-дук, это я, гоблин-дук. Нихуя себе, хуа. Западем. Зажгем лампаду. Да что там, блядь, все летит? Письмо какое-то.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Платье, блядь, квитанция. Ты чё? My Ferry. Я принес на шатыри.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
Не былось. И нет волка. Все, блин. А там ничего. Кидалово. Кто там бубнит? Собака.
Expelliarmus.
Hey, that's mine!
Glacier.
So very weak.
Expelliarmus.
Is that all they're teaching in school these days?
А ёп, застрял.
That was a mistake.
Protego! Incendio! Descendo! Are you even trying? Confringo! Repulso! Descendo!
Где ты, собака сутулая?
Glacius!
Жопа.
How nice to see you,
Would
my
you
young
mind
friend.
helping a poor
Опа,
old
ты
witch?
кто, собака?
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim. I'm not safe. All I need is an invisibility potion.
Well, as it happens, I have what you need.
Oh, you're a gem, you are. No grim is going to get me. I must insist that you accept this small token of me gratitude for your thoughtfulness.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Protego! Defender!
Подними немножечко укропу, сунь туда кошачью попу. Такие старые бабки и топки от папки. На ковре самолете. Дима, вы ползете, дураки, вы дураки.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
Конечно.
After you.
После to be. Not to be.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you
Revelio.
Next time I see pig or that stuff.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Да, блядь, а как их пройти-то, чтоб не заметили? Сзаду.
Lumos. Protego. Incendio. Accio. Imperial.
You're like a slow bubble at my feet. Was that your best? How dare you!
This is going well.
Оших.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Revelio.
Ranrock God's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be
Afraid to fight?
Accio. Confringo.
Hit it! As if you could best the likes of me.
Descendo. Confringo.
I will have my revenge!
Descendo.
Finish me!
Confringo.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
Пофанились,
That
почуфанились.
was relatively fun.
Главное, блин, в кнопках не запутаться, когда фанишься. Картофанишься. Рябиновый отвар.
Revelio.
Непростое угощение. 7 крутов, одно решение. И рябиновый отвар.
I should tell you.
Вы
Rumor
слыхали,
is
как
this mine was
дают
closed long ago.
дроздам гоблинам под зад?
Nothing over here.
For better or for worse, we're in. Expelliarmus. This mine looks like a tomb.
Трусы подлетали уж.
After accidents were reported.
А, понабрался.
Now I see why.
хрень. А, пусси-бой! Ты кто? Я
I
пусси-бой!
don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a
что за
spider
пауки?
to prey on.
А. Нормально! Нормально, лиса. Тихоплет.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Тихоплет. Да ничего, все пойдет.
Confringo.
Кто по сюжету? Да гоблины какую-то машину буровую строят. И хотят в замок Реквуд ворваться.
Any ideas?
Ворваться. И мы, видимо, должны им помешать.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Сюжет заурядный, не требующий
Or the
каких-то
soulless eyes, or the
супер
venomous fangs,
соображений.
any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio.
Провеливай, говорит, видишь? В смысле Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V? А почему тут так должно быть?
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Я, видимо, маньяка что-то не понял. Твоего подкола. Где это Пусидора? Вон бегает.
Incendio.
Идиота громозепа. А, вчера устал, как собака. Сидел, смотрел сериальчик. Серикальчик.
At bridge, you've seen better days.
Сорви голова. Смотрю, второй, третий сезон уже есть. Мандалорца. Я только первый смотрел. Можно, что еще позыргать?
Reparo.
А! Я понял. Не думал, ты про игру. Фаталити. Ну да, уже как бы есть разнообразие, есть прогресс. Если, говорит, где-то есть сорока, значит есть и 39 ока. Экспениофис, говорит. Опа. Опа, глазиопа. Вон он, о чем Михалыч. А я думаю, как этих Петросянов-то распугать? Оказывается, вон что. Неизвестный предмет для лица. Глаза нашел, глаза. Да иди ты нахер, я понял, что не надо. На тебя. Климакс. И пошел. Ха-ха-ха. Ну что? Климакс животворящий делает. Подустал я, подустал. У меня начальник 2 дня был. Сегодня крайний день, завтра уезжает. Поэтому экзамен я сдал. Но премии не получил. Обидно прям до поросячьего визга, блин. Она была бы очень кстати, эта премия.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
Хотели мимо
We have
носа.
another fight on our hands.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Отлично, отлично. Вот новый отлично. Гораздо лучше старого. Но премию мне все равно не дали. И это очень прискорбно, это очень обидно. Ну что делать?
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they will.
А ты чуть будешь. Страдай, падла. Такой на грудь принял. Fatality.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit
Это,
for
наверное,
bravery.
больно.
We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Да ёб твою мать, сама сворачивается сюда. Когда ей пожелается, блин. Ох ты ёпа мать. Что я нашел? Да, видать, этого маловато.
Loyalists never knew to look for it.
Кривендорф и Пуффендуй, да? А что я должен с этим сделать? А Левиоса, Левипоса. И чё? А куда? А нахрена?
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune things.
Incendio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Калитка-открывалка. Палка-помогалка, калитка-открывалка.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Another passageway. We should search the room first. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all.
И... Что,
Still,
куда?
something about this place feels odd.
Revelio.
Проваливай. Иди сюда.
If the triptych
Себастьяна,
is
иди ко
of
мне.
canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see
Oh,
traces of
Rackham,
ancient
yeah,
magic
Rackham.
too.
Rackham?
Раком.
I haven't heard his
Раком,
name
говорит.
before.
Here are some of the memories I've seen.
Неудобно.
I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we
Валим
can find
отсюда.
another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Да какой лук раунд? Валим, говорит, сюда.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
А, ни хрена ты только сейчас заметил. Кусочек. Один целый, да? Где вот еще? Прям назад. Да не тряси ты не перед лицом. Глаза квадратные, еврей, ты не ешь. Что за говно, говорит? Убирай. Нет. Что ты какая-то паскуда? Понюхает, полезет. А?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
А ты...
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Ну нахрена? Кот, ты съешь, нет? Потерялись, кабана. Он великий с рук. Чё, Фокс? Чё? Поганила? А что случилось? Что такое? Что только поганый интернет-то, падла, блядь. Лагающего дерьмо, блядь.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
А чё с интернетом, блядь? Говна-то кусок.
Мама, не ори, сама говорю.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at
What's
her
wrong?
house, our house. They
What's
assumed
wrong?
I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Я не представляю, я уже 20 раз говорил.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think
Сука,
either one of us could have
ебаный,
anticipated
сука, интернет, блядь! Мразь!
Overestimated the poachers.
Заебал, сука, провайдер,
Another
пидорас,
poacher's
блядь!
in danger.
that. What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed. One of them contained theories.
Заебали, не могут дать стабильный, сука, интернет, пидоры, блядь! Похуй мне на этот бан ебаный, блядь! Гандоны, блядь! Ублюдки, сука, ебаные, блядь! Заморгался весь краснотой, падла, блядь! Ничего не качается, блядь! Чё, сука, надо, мразь, блядь? Гандон, блядь. Ну тебе надо, сука, мразь, блядь. Заебал, сука. Говна кусок, блядь. Он просто в очке, сука, кадры падают и все, блядь. Он их просто, сука, мразь теряет, блядь. Уебок, блядь. Это провайдер, блядь, ебаный. Конченый, блядь. Мразина ебаная, блядь. Он, сука, даже сервер мудак ебаный найти не может, чтобы скорость проверить. Сука, черт ебаный, блядь. Говниная, блядь, конченая, сука. Уже горит от этого говна, блядь. Ебучий провайдер, блядь. Петушара ебаная, блядь. Ну и чё? Где проверка скорости, сука? Животное это ебаное, блядь. Сука, мразь сервер найти не может для проверки. Спид-тест конченый, блядь. Сообщит. Просралась, сука, чудовище тупорылое, блядь. Мразь, блядь. Нет, этот Windows ебучий, блядь, тупорылый, блядь. Нахуй аренда, блядь, и DHCP, блядь. 4000 кадров пропущенных. Ты долбоеб, что ли, блядь? Обрыганный, сука. Аренда, блядь. Ебланище, блядь. Ой, сука, мразь, блядь. Чего? А где болты? А где тут взяла это разобранное? Делать ничего не хочет. Уебок. Не могут, сука, сделать нормальный интернет, сука, долбоебы, блядь. Тушеные, сука. Горит от этого говна, блядь. Ну и чё ты, говнина, блин? Будешь, сука, нормально отрабатывать, мразь, блядь. Что тебе надо, сука, долбоеб? Это, сука, аренда сервера. Что это за говно, блядь? Какого нахуй сервера аренда, долбоёб, блядь? Конченый, сука. Аренда ДХЦП, блядь. Что за, сука, бред, блядь? Мгм. Заебись. Блядь, вообще. Это не придумали, это говна кусок, блядь. Дичь какая-то, блядь, ебаная. Мгм. Так и чё, толку там нет этого. Бред собачьей кобылы, блядь. Вот понаделали-то говна, а. Нахера, блядь. Говна поналепили, блядь. Как же горит от этого дерьма, блин. И нахуй. Ебаным предложением, блядь. Для долбоёбов, блядь. Всё.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps, from what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay.
Why would snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Exactly what kind of creature is a snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Ага.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much... Centaurs aren't known for being the friendliest lot, especially not with wizard kind, and not right now.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are... Still, I think they may be our only hope. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Чего? Где мы что проебали? Статую, блять, у которой нету глаз. Получите, говорит, по хлебалу. Так вот, Фокс, я говорю, от этого говна, блядь. Калит мне эта херня.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. What are we looking for today? You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade.
You'd like me to report back with even...
You know me well. I feel I'm all... Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with room... However, if you're flying...
Might be a bit dangerous for a broom trial.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. Do be careful, of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Комната, блядь, выручалки, да. Вот ППС а-ля берды, блядь, ты чё, сука? Нахуй вообще. Ебенём, закройся, тварь.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Падла жрущая интернет, блядь. А чё с ебалом, блядь, хохлы? Так, ладно, тогда все насрать. А чё, я же нажал G, блядь. Рабочие глаза, чё ближе не было? Ёпа мать, ничего себе. Я худею без баяна, блядь, словно бабка без яна, блядь.
What are you up to now?
Да похую, мороз на солнце, день чудесный. Чё ты серишь, блядь, друг прелестный, нахуй. Так, ладно, что здесь у нас? Летим нахуй отсюда. Снова ебанова, блядь. Мысли, блядь, а схуяли баня загорелась? В пещере? Да иди ты в Дупельгаген, блядь. Ах ты, сука, в Попенгагену в Роттердам, блядь. А туда нельзя пролететь. Тут тебя так... Собаки... Ай, блин, я не продал. Ёпа мать, блядь. Чё тебе надо? Въеби, говорит. А чё тебе надо? Поросячий хвост. Провеливай, блядь. Непонятно нихуя. Где, говорит, в дупло динозаврик, блядь? А чё, пролететь, сука, нельзя было? Вот вы черти, блядь, ебаные. Я тебе его переслал, письмо это, блядь. Расписаться за эту хуйню?
Да, распечатать надо.
Ну, что ты сейчас меня хочешь? А зачем я на кухню пойду? Принтера у меня нет.
Знаешь, как тебе надо? А если захочешь на почту, ты ее помнишь? Скинуть на телефон памятку, можно?
Памятку.
Там есть памятка.
Glaciers. Confringo. Depulsor. Descender. Confringo. Incendio. Imperium. Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Glaciers. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulsor. Descendo. Incendio. Imperio. Accio. Revelio.
Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
Is that it?
Glaciers. Expelliarmus.
I beg you. I can
Leviosa. Incendio. Glaciers.
Nice try.
Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
You always had a lucky start. Tips.
Hello? Confringo. Descender.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Confringo. Protego. Depulsor. Descender.
Much too slow. Not quick enough.
Confringo. I should investigate.
The wizards will be defeated. Not for a minute.
Confringo. Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Expelliarmus. Defender.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
This might be the best meal I've had in years. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Skills are wasted doing this. They don't seem to care. When we're done, I'm going straight to the hot pair. Or perhaps I'll just go.
Handy resource indeed.
Someone messing about.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
I'm over here.
Hello again, Imelda.
Obviously. Evidently too far. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up.
That's actually...
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those. And in my experience... Anyway, don't let it go to your head.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Ah. This is going well. That wasn't too difficult. Made it. Oh! Oh! No success there. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. I can do better. Wasn't hoping for that. Not to worry.
You'll have to do better than that if you want to top my time. This course is all about testing your ability to focus. Each turn requires...
Imelda?
I wouldn't...
I'm ready.
Of course.
This is going well. Brilliant. That wasn't too difficult. Now that's more like it! Brilliant. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Excellent. This is going well. That wasn't too bad. That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost...
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. As for a team, it's the holy head. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason... herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pot me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Griffin. And me, I fell in love. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. You're an asset to our house. You take care of yourself.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet. Hogsmeade, here I come.
I don't know that set.
How's my favourite
Revelio.
test flyer? What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record.
Fantastic! Your broom?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades. Prove the naysayers wrong.
I shall look forward.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. couldn't have done this without you.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting this?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so...
I'm not sure about this.
We don't have a choice. If perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere.
I hope they can tell we're sincere, but Poppy, centaurs are just centaurs.
Perhaps you're right.
What is it?
It's...
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do.
Yes, of course. We'll meet with them, tell them about the...
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
He could have been a bit clearer or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibber.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander.
What sort of information?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, and Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags.
Very well.
I knew I could run. We need to know how they are being. Meet me here after you have... Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move. Really?
Away! Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now
What do you mean?
I'm a security guard at Gringle. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into...
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give. And my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was...
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now.
Why wouldn't
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for...
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go,
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now...
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been him.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
I've nothing to say about him. May I...
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about... It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie...
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very He said, your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items. I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack.
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly.
What have you been doing?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circle.
Could you give me a bit more detail about...
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to...
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it,
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's...
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked...
Perhaps. But...
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you.
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, as a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to... One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthal. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway. I was shaken to my core.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But...
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio! Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Centaurs have never
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Imperial. Crucible.
Knew you were still hanging about. You'll be sorry. You don't stand a chance against me. What are your faults? You've made a great mistake. There's novice luck. You will pay for your deeds.
Expelliarmus.
Здорово. Ой, здорово, говорю. Давай, я сейчас тоже буду выключать. Да чё он сыпется и сыпется? Чушь собачья. Давай, спокойной ночи.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Blessing. Defender.
No mood for killing.
Revelio.
No friend will come looking for us.
Expelliarmus. Daisy. Defender. Daisy. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
You found us! I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Raven. He will...
I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which...
I shall do my best. Any idea?
It's nearby.
Understood.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio.
Any luck with my wand? Please. You must... Quickly.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Lumos. Aloha Mora. If Natty couldn't summon Mr. Rabe's wand from her... Mr. Rabe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back.